A lot of homeowners think that if their home isn't selling, the market is the problem. But sometimes it's not the market at all. Sometimes it's the strategy, the presentation, and the exposure. John and Sylvie had owned their home here in Cape Coral for many years and had made the difficult decision to move back to Canada to be closer to family. They were excited about the next chapter of their lives, but there was one problem. They needed to sell their Cape Coral home first. Their home had already been on the market for about 6 months with very little activity. There were only a couple of showings, and like many sellers, they were left wondering what was holding the buyers back. That's when John came across my Golf Access Market update videos on YouTube. He told me he appreciated that I wasn't just talking about the overall market, but I was specifically discussing the golf access market and the factors that influence waterfront home values here in Cape Coral. After reaching out, we sat down and took a deep dive into the market around his home. Together, we put together a plan focused on maximizing exposure and getting the property in front of the right buyers. We invested in professional photography, drone imagery, video marketing, open houses, and a comprehensive online strategy designed to showcase the property's best features. And almost immediately, John and Sylvie began noticing a difference. More showings, more online activity, more Zillow saves, more buyer interest. Most importantly, we were able to get the home sold, allowing them to move forward with their plans and purchase a beautiful home back in Canada near the family they wanted to be closer to. It was truly a pleasure working with John and Sylvie. They're some of the kindest people you'll ever meet, and I'm excited for you to hear their story. I'm Barry Cessna, your Cape Coral Waterfront Realtor. And if you're thinking about selling your Cape Coral home, click the link just like John did, and let's start the conversation. All right, let's chat with John and Sylvie about their experience selling a waterfront home in Cape Coral and what made the difference the second time around. All right, here we are with Jean and Sylvie. We just closed on the sale of their house here in Southeast Cape Coral. It's a golf access home, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's got the beautiful pool behind us and the golf access canal. I'm so excited for them. So Jean and Sylvie, tell me, how did you find me? You started looking for a real estate agent. How did you find me?
Actually, that's really interesting because we looked for a real estate agent and we spent some time with her, and we weren't really satisfied with the service, follow-up and researching, looking at the true market value, what's going on. And then I saw your website and your monthly updates, and also beyond that, the monthly updates on Canal Golf Access, and makes a separate difference from the regular home. So
better exposure, I think, visibility on the social media platforms and all that. So I think that plays big role in the success we experience with you, for sure.
Exactly. So, and I had it listed with another real estate agent. It didn't get the exposure that you were looking for. You didn't
Correct.
really have as many showings as that you were hoping for.
Correct.
When you hired me to come on, you found me on my YouTube channel. You liked
Yep.
my market reports.
Yep.
I came over to the house, we chatted. You felt that I was the best option for you. And then we went through the different steps of what it would take to get the home sold.
Correct.
So exposure was a big deal though. And you did see
Exposure
with me.
with you, Barry, honestly, you were able to sell with us, explain the real estate market currently, show us the true values, what they were, right? The price, we were set way too high compared to what the market was. And we sit down with you and look at the real numbers and all that, and we negotiate and talk and over what we accepted to what we're able to accept and all that. Huh?
You walk us through step by step. We felt secure and in good hand, and we know you had our back and all that. So
Sure.
making our next journey and new dream come true.
So what were your biggest concerns when you listed your house?
At first, it was set with the right price and all that, so that was a big concern because it was not selling. So after sitting down with you, having the right set price, after that, the concern was, okay, what needs to be done to the house and all that, and what people were looking for, and what do we need to change and all that. And you were able to advise us, give us some advice on what you need to be tweaked and changed and make it proper, right, good looking and all that. And it was easy for us to do, and so I found we work as a great team together to get this through, and it worked perfectly. Yeah.
Helping us with the Florida regulation, we were not fully all aware of all that that
Sure.
we needed to be compliant with, and it makes everything much easier.
Yeah.
Sure, you've sold homes in Canada before, but you've
Yeah.
never sold a home in.
True.
That's correct. That's correct.
First and most
So-
likely maybe the last experience in the United States. So yes, definitely.
Exactly. So
Definitely.
what would you like most about the process of selling your home?
What I like, Barry, from my first thought is we asked for information about what the market is and all that, and you provided that on a regular basis, you know, the hit on our home and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And also your
a
monthly,
weekly base.
you did a couple of times the value of the home that were sold, you know, lately, the last few months, and also what's in for sale, and that really guided us to set the
Yeah.
right price. So, yeah.
Might be able to make the right decision based on good information, accurate, almost like month over month type of thing.
Definitely.
So
And that's what I try to pride myself in, is understanding the market and understanding what's happening, and then we
Yeah.
can focus on trying to get that sold. So what advice would you give somebody else that's trying to sell a golf access or would like to sell a golf access canal home here in Cape Coral?
Oh, that's easy. Call Barry.
No, but some real advice. So what?
Honestly, it's to get the good reading on the current market, because honestly, that starts with all that, to get the right price of your home and get your home set up the best as you can so it's sellable, right? It's for people.
Yeah.
So do the work around the
Yeah.
house, or paint, whatever needs to,
Yeah.
and the touch up. We did all that, and I find it helped a lot. And if the home is presentable, not to bring it brand new, but you know.
and having good exposure, back to that, good
Yeah.
exposure and social media and everything, because that's where people are shopping these days. So
Yeah.
that's really, really good.
And that's what you do.
Sure.
Yeah,
And
be patient too, because it's a big process, and yeah, so it's a lot of preparation before, after, during that, but it's all doable.
it's an extremely large process, especially
Yeah.
for the people selling the home and understanding that you sold your home.
Yeah.
You had 30 days to get everything done,
Yes.
packed up, and then in the truck and ready to go.
And now this morning we're homeless.
They're heading back to Canada to enjoy with friends and family there.
Yeah.
Correct.
So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you,
Thank
Sylvie.
you. Was a pleasure.
Thank you,
doing
Barry.
business
Appreciate
with
your
you.
If you guys need anything, let me know. And
For sure.
another home sold here in Cape Coral.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.